This is such a great example of extreme parenting in the animal kingdom. The natural world is filled with a lot of strange things, which may often leave us baffled. One such incident was recently caught on camera, showing a couple of flamingos feeding their chick. It looks like the flamingo is hammering the head of another, while the chick feeds on the blood, which is dripping down the flamingo's head. That's right, the chick is literally gulping down on its parent's blood. But do they really cut themselves open and feed blood to their babies? And does drinking blood really turn them pink? Flamingos are arguably one of the weirdest animals to call this world their home. Indeed, discounting the fact that these birds can sneeze salt water out of their eyes and drink boiling water with their heads upside down. Yeah, I'm serious. You see, flamingos live in lakes that have extremely high salt concentrations. So the only source of fresh water for these birds comes from boiling geysers. So yeah, it's safe to say that the birds are capable of drinking water at temperatures that approach the boiling point. But sometimes when they don't feel like it, they just straight up drink salt water. This is where the special gland in their nose comes in handy. It allows the flamingos to filter out the salt. If you're not sure that's such a big deal, try drinking a glass of salt water. Actually, don't do that, because the best case scenario is that you'll paint your bathroom with the lining of your stomach, and the worst case scenario is that we might get sued. These birds are one in a handful of animals that can shoot gun-boiling water, like Canadian beer without shitting out a lung. Pretty cool, don't you think? There's more. Flamingos are one of the few birds on Earth capable of producing what is known as crop milk, a milk-like substance that is roughly analogous to mammal milk. But if you want to be a bit specific, then crop milk has a texture of cottage cheese in consistency and mouthfeel. Yep, I'm sorry, even though it's too late. This milk is, as the name suggests, produced by the bird's crop, an extension of the digestive system, present in most but not all birds used to store food that is yet to be broken down. Flamingos produce crop milk, red in color, as it contains a pigment known as canthaxanthin. Simply put, we're seeing a flamingo regurgitate its milk from its digestive tracts to feed its baby. And the reason why flamingos stand in such an unusual way is that baby flamingos are born without the iconic hook beaks of their parents, and as such cannot feed in the same way. The problem with this is because the milk looks like blood. It makes baby flamingos look like they're pecking out their parents' eyes every time they feed. For flamingos, the phrase, "you are what you eat," holds more truth to it than it might for humans. They are in fact born dull gray. So, if it's not part of their DNA, the bright pink color of flamingos comes from beta-carotene, a red-orange pigment that's found in high amounts within the algae brine fly larvae and brine shrimp that the flamingos eat in their wetland environment. In the digestive system, enzymes break down the carotenoids into pigments that are absorbed by fats in the liver and deposited, for flamingos, in the feathers and skin. To actually color these external attributes, carotenoids must be ingested in very large amounts. Because the flamingo diet is nearly exclusive carotenoid-filled delicacies, the birds have no problem coloring themselves. Humans, on the other hand, would need to eat quite a lot of carrots to turn their skin a shade of orange. Now, that's why their milk is pink. In fact, pretty much anything flamingo-related is pink. Their fat, skin, muscles, you name it. Curiously, feeding their chicks in this way causes the plumage of adult flamingos to fade, meaning that they literally force-feed their own pigmentation to their babies so that they can turn pink as teenagers. Everything for your children, right? Flamingos really took parenting to the next level, and that's kind of scary. What do you think? Be sure to let me know. See you in another episode of Worldpedia.